Hey, what's going on, guys? We have another versus battle today. The Colossal Swords versus the Colossal Weapons. Obviously, they're comparable due to the fact that they're hard-hitting, strength-based weapons, and they're very slow. But we're going to try and pit them up against each other with certain categories that are on screen right now. See which one's better for which. We have covered a bunch of different other ones already, so let me know down below which one you would like me to compare next. As always, please like and subscribe, and yeah, let's get into it. Starting off with the variety. Now, with the Colossal Swords, probably give them a B tier. The Zweihander and the Godslayers are decent dexterity-based options, do have differing movesets as well. Star Scourge, Ruins, and Royal are okay intelligence options, albeit that Ruins and Star Scourge only get the descaling in intelligence. Godslayers, Malekith are okay for Faith as well, but the fact that this doesn't really have any arcane options or something for status effect build up. You do have the Royal Greatsword that actually can do Frost with its Ash of War, albeit it's not that great of a Frost build up. So yeah, this category can only get a B tier for variety. As for Colossal Weapons, I'll probably also give this one a B tier, but it'll probably be more of a B+. I like them a little bit better than Colossal Swords. The Great Axes, they're a dexterity-based option. You do have something with differing movesets in the Golem's Halberd, Giant Crusher, Inferno Cruiser, and the Great Club. Something with projectile-based Ashes of War with the Envoy's Great Horn, Watchdog Staff, and Falling Star Beastjaw. But what really separates it from the Colossal Swords is that it does have options for status effects, so the Rodden Great Axe, Rodden Staff, and the Geezers will. But once again, doesn't really have any arcane options, and it would be nice if it had like a good intelligence-based option, because Falling Star Beastjaw only gets like a descaling in intelligence, but overall I'll probably still end up giving variety to Colossal Weapons. Okay, time to talk about the movesets. So not going to talk about anything that's unique, just going to talk about the generic basic movesets that these weapon classes do get. Starting off with the one-handed moveset. The horizontal swipes that the Colossal Swords do get are much preferred than the vertical swipes that the Colossal Weapons do get, and they're a lot slower as well. As for the heavy attacks, they're both very similar. Two-handed movesets, although the Colossal Weapons are still a little bit better now that they have like diagonal swipes when two-handed, Colossal Swords still take the cake on this one. But it definitely separates itself with the rolling attacks and crouching attacks. For whatever reason, From Software are insistent on having this disgusting rolling and crouching attack that the Colossal Weapons get, and they've had it for like how many years now, and I don't know how they haven't scrapped it yet. But the Colossal Sword rolling and crouching attack is probably the best one in the entire game. Absolutely insane. Poking attacks reign supreme on every single game, and Elden Ring in particular. As for the Power Stance moveset, it's pretty much identical. Nothing really changes with the Power Stance moveset, but yeah, overall, Colossal Swords definitely win this one out. As for Ash of War options, it is pretty close. Probably give them both an A tier. For Colossal Swords, what they have that Colossal Weapons do not have, Giant Hunt and Vacuum Slice. Now, Giant Hunt is a pretty big blow because that's one of the best Ashes in the entire game. As for Vacuum Slice, don't really care about it, it's kind of mid. As for Colossal Weapons though, what they have that Colossal Swords don't have is Prelate's Charge and Prayerful Strike, both of which are very solid Ash of War options, especially Prayerful Strike, very good at trading out. But Colossal Swords have to take this one because Giant Hunt is definitely like a top 3 Ash of War in the entire game, does an enormous amount of damage, can yeet enemies into the sky, and it has like a cool like duck as well, so you can like dodge some certain attacks. So yeah, definitely to Colossal Swords. The best PvE options. Now on screen right now is my top 10. The blue for Colossal Swords, the yellow for Colossal Weapons. Now I'm not going to go into too much detail on these because I've literally just done tier list within the last week, so check those videos out if you want to know my opinions in more detail. But if I were to touch on it briefly, the Greatsword is just the overall strength GOAT. It just has so much range, does a lot of damage, really good moveset. The Giant Crusher hits like an absolute truck, especially paired with Royal Knight Resolve. The top Colossal Sword options just have very high damaging Ash of Wars, whereas like the Colossal Weapon options have very good range-based Ash of Wars, but obviously based on this list, the Colossal Swords tend to be a lot more top-heavy on this top 10, so I'll probably end up leaning more towards the Colossal Swords. As for PvP, this is a whole different ballgame because the moveset is like the most important thing to me when it comes to PvP. And once again, if you want to know more of my opinions, I have my tier lists. But yeah, the Colossal Swords are just going to be better. Like, they have a much better moveset. The poking attacks just reign supreme, whereas the Colossal Weapons have a pretty trashy moveset, and I don't really care for them at all. The only reasons that some of these Colossal Weapons are on this list is purely because of things like invasions and arenas, because they're pretty good when opponents aren't looking at you, but a lot of things tend to be. But for duels, Colossal Swords are just going to be better through and through. The Axe of Godfrey and the Watchdog stuff, I kind of like them in duels. They're pretty decent, but yeah, they're not going to hold a candle to things like the Greatsword, the Zweihander, or the Godslayer's Greatsword. So yeah, definitely PvP goes to Colossal Swords. But yeah, that pretty much concludes it for this one, guys. As always, please like and subscribe, and let me know down below which ones I should compare next. I don't know why I even say that. I already know what I have in mind. I just like never actually listen to your guys' opinions, but it's always nice for the algorithm. So definitely let me know down below what you want me to do. Yeah, like, subscribe, follow my Twitch channel, and yeah, see you in the next. Bye.